Okay, welcome to another session recorded here at NetApp Insight for Tech Unplugged Live. I am with Justin Parisi. Hi, Justin.
Hi.
And you are technical marketing for NetApp, right?
Yes, I am, correct.
Okay, but we are wearing this very nice t-shirt. I don't know if it's clear, but...
I appreciate your choice in fashion here. The t-shirt is it's very fine cotton, and you can find it here at the Bring on the Future booth here if you're at Insight. And actually, why I wore it is because I am the co-host of the TECH ONTAP podcast at NetApp. NetApp has its own podcast where we talk about everything from ONTAP to SolidFire to DevOps to whatever you feel like talking about.
Okay, do you have a URL or something where we can reach the podcast?
Yeah, if you'd like to get in touch with the podcast, you can actually tweet at NetApp, which is the NetApp official handle, or you can email us at podcast@netapp.com.
That's great. And
we actually have a website too. I forgot. The website is actually on the shirt, TechOntapPodcast.com. Very original URL.
Can you see this on our website? That's great. Okay. So we did a lot of advertising here, but do you also work or you just...
No, I don't do any work. Actually, yes, I do. My day job is actually a technical marketing engineer, and I cover several things. I cover NFS. I'm the NFS Dude Abides on Twitter, but I also cover name services, which includes LDAP and NIS. But the new product that I cover is actually it's Flexgroup. It's like the scale-out NAS solution that NetApp has introduced with ONTAP 9.1. And the goal is to allow a volume container to span an entire cluster and allow you to use all the resources within that cluster and maximize your performance and capacity.
Okay, so this is a feature that will be available soon, right?
It's actually 9.1, yeah, actually it's an RC1 for NFS v3, and then SMB support is going to be added in RC2.
Okay, so it's just an upgrade for the end users. There's no additional licenses, additional things?
Yep, no additional licenses. We're actually using the architecture that's already in place with the Waffle file system as well as the FlexVol itself. The FlexVols act as the container members, and they all work together in concordance to ingest data and distribute it evenly across the cluster so you can leverage all of your nodes' hardwares.
So how do you manage performance consistency with this technology, because you can have different nodes with different capacities?
So you can have different nodes in the cluster, and we actually recommend that when you have different nodes, you don't leverage different types of nodes or different types of disks. You keep everything homogeneous so you get that predictable performance.
Okay. That's great. And what can you add about this feature that I didn't touch? Because this is the second time that I heard about this feature. I didn't dig into it.
So starting from the top, so the FlexVol itself is the container that we use now for ONTAP. That's leveraged on a single node and a single aggregate, so you're essentially limited to the resources on that node and that aggregate. What the Flexgroup does, it takes the concept of the FlexVol and then stitches them together with hard links across multiple nodes so that we can use CPU, RAM, disks on every node in the cluster, provided they're all the same, right? We can do NFS v3 and SMB 2 and 3 and ONTAP 9.1 RC2. And we get 20 petabytes, 400 billion files.
Wow,
and that's just the kind of the tested maximums right now. Those actually will expand in the future to larger numbers. We're seeing in early testing up to 6,000 volumes. When you extrapolate that out to 100 terabytes, that's a lot of space.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's very, very massive. Ideal for the EDA environments, the electronic design automation, software development, archival, media and entertainment. A lot of verticals that fit into that particular file system.
Where we can find more about this feature?
So we have an official TR. Technical report. I wrote it up. It's TR-4557. You can find it on the NetApp website, and that will tell you. That'll give you a technical overview of Flexgroup, and a best practice guide is coming out soon. I also have a blog on whyistheinternetbroken.com, and I cover Flexgroups on that. And then we have a podcast, TechOntapPodcast.com, episode 46. If you're interested in hearing more about Flexgroup from a deep dive perspective.
Wow, it's a lot of info. Thank you very much for sharing with us.
Thank you.
Again, thank you.
All right.